I'm Christy Hartman. Have you ever wondered if Ranger's Perfect Pearls are better than Pearl EX? How do they stack up? In this video, I'm putting both to the test side by side so you can see how they perform. I'm also using Jacquard Lumiere paint on the gel plate with a stencil from pmartiststudio to kick things off. Let's dive in and find out which product gives your mixed media projects the shimmer and shine that you're after. This stencil is called Convex. It's by Myriam Wulf from pmartiststudio. Today, we're going to use this stencil. We're going to use the Lumiere paints. We're going to use Pearl EX and Perfect Pearls, and we're going to do some comparison. So these are some Lumiere paints by Jacquard. They are all a metallic acrylic. Jacquard paints can be used on fabrics. They can also be used as just regular acrylics, which is kind of the beauty of this brand. I was on a stream not too long ago when somebody was asking about Jacquard paints, and I thought, well, I have a bunch. I wonder what happened to them. So I dug them out. I had to revive them a little bit because they're a little older of a paint. So I either added the golden acrylic glazing liquid gloss medium, or I added airbrush medium to them. Patricia Klein Carmichael of pmartiststudio, she adds different mediums to her paints all the time, and I thought, well, I'm going to give this a try. Jacquard does have its own extender. If you look online, I just got 4 colors of the Perfect Pearls. Now, not too long ago I did a video showing how to use the Pearl EX, and I used those on the gel plate. We're going to use the Perfect Pearls today in conjunction with some of these metallic paints. The other thing we're going to do, which I was recently asked about, was do I ever use rice paper? And yes, I do. I don't use it a lot. It is not my favorite paper to use. But I thought, well, what the heck? We're going to experiment a little bit today. Let's add in some rice paper. I do want this halo blue gold, and I'm also thinking I'm going to use this halo pink gold, which is a beautiful, beautiful color. All right, so let's just see if this is going to work. Let's put this in the middle. It's coming out nicely. That's a good sign. Remember, this one has airbrush medium in it. This halo blue gold also has airbrush medium in it. Very nice. And aren't they gorgeous colors? And then this one, though, has the gloss medium, so that's terrific. We'll be able to compare them. And this is Pearl Turquoise. Let's get out our rice paper. Now remember, with rice paper, you always use the smooth side on the paint. So here's my smooth side, here's my rough. I'm going to put my smooth side down. That actually pulled really nicely. Really nicely. That is lovely. And I don't see much difference right now. Now this is the one that had the glaze medium in it. These two had the airbrush. Let's pull this up. All right, we're going to let this dry. So we're going to use this stencil again. This is still wet. It will change the colors that I put down, but that's okay. I'm good with that. So let's use the Sunset Gold, and then let's use this metallic olive. These two have airbrush medium in them. This one has the gloss glazing liquid. All right, pull that up. That gold is interesting. It's very, very light, very faint, and it has the gloss glazing medium in it. Let's pull that up. That looks very cool. I love that. Right, let's let it dry. Let's do a third one. Let's go with the blue, which has the glazing medium in it, and then the pink, which is pearlescent magenta, has the airbrush. So let's do it this way. This has airbrush. Lovely, lovely sheen. Look at how beautiful that is. Okay, let's pull that up. It's going to be a really nice looking print. So let's talk about perfect pearls. I did a little research because I didn't know, so I did it for myself. But perfect pearls, is my understanding, has a binder in it, which means that you don't have to use something to make it adhere to your paper / to your surface. Whereas the Pearl X from Jacquard is just pure pigment and needs to have some sort of a binder to keep it applied to your paper. Well, when I used it in conjunction with paint, so I was using a binder. But we're going to try these perfect pearls because I just want to see the difference in how they work. Let's use these three blues. Let's use the blue patina, the blue hydrangea, and the turquoise. I want the darker one in the center. And I am just going to use a paintbrush to apply it. And I probably should have a mask on. Those of you that are going to remind me, thank you. Let's try this turquoise one. Next, let's use the blue hydrangea. I think we'll use Lucas Krill Indigo to pull this because all of this shimmer I feel like needs a flatter paint. Oh, that's going to be beautiful. This is my set of Pearl X. So let's use these three. Let's use the Super Russet, let's use the Super Copper, and then let's use the Brilliant Gold. Let's use this is, I believe, the Super Copper. I'm going to go with this copper here too, because I really like the way it's looking. I'm going to try something. I think I want a flat paint on this, so I think we'll go with Fern. That's interesting, isn't it? The gold one. I'm not going to put all the powders on this one. I'm just going to pull it with this steel blue from Lucas Krill. That's going to be interesting. I'll be back when these are ready to pull. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it left some grunge on the plate, but that's okay. Look at that beauty. Now these were the micas. These are not pulling up as well as the Perfect Pearls did. That's interesting. Look at all that mica powder that's still on that plate. But there's a fair amount on this print as well. I think the Perfect Pearls are actually a little brighter. Maybe it was the amount that I put on. I thought I put quite a bit of pearlescent on this too. Of course, we pulled it with the Fern, which is more of a yellow, and the copper has plenty. Well, I think this print is my favorite. That one is spectacular, and that's the Perfect Pearls. Don't know about this one, haven't decided yet. Let me look at it for a while yet. Let's try a little bit of color shift, and this is Blue Violet Flash. And let's just put some of this out. And then let's add some of this GAC 100 to that. To thin it down just a bit more. Mix it on the plate. Let's set this down over the top of it. It's not terrible. And we have all of that, which is transfer. And maybe we'll let that dry. This is the one that we just had the transfer from, and it's dry. So I've put, again, I think these are the 3 original colors that I had put on. I have this pearl turquoise, the halo pink gold, and the halo blue gold. Let's pull that off. That's beautiful. Pull this off. That has all of that dragonfly glaze as the first layer. I'm going to redo the Perfect Pearls on this one. So I think I liked them better. So I think I will use the same colors I used before. I used the turquoise, the blue hydrangea, and the blue patina. I think I'll go with this Lucas Krill Indigo. Oh yeah, that's going to be gorgeous. Now this one did not have the dragonfly glaze. We did not use this sunflower sparkle, which could be kind of pretty with this, so let's try it. Well, this is another beautiful print. Now this one I put Payne's Gray on, and I actually really like that one too. Let's talk for a minute about these prints. This is the first one that I did, and this one had the perfect pearls in the background and the shades of blue. I really, really love this print. I love the combination of the Lumiere paint with the perfect pearls. This was the second print that I did. This one I used the Lumiere paint with the Pearl EX mica powders. I pulled it with Fern. I don't know if it lost its drama because of the Fern, which makes sense to me because it's still very sparkly. Let's compare the Pearl EX to the perfect pearls. The perfect pearls seem like they have a little more intensity. They seem like they have a little bit more luminosity. Might just be the binder that the perfect pearls have. I don't know. I'm going to have to play with them both a little bit more to come to a definitive answer, but with this information, I'm leaning towards the perfect pearls. Then I used just the Lumiere paints. This one was kind of a lighter, more subtle print, and I wanted to try it again because I wanted just a little bit more experience with the perfect pearls. So I tried to repeat as closely as I could get the two prints. But again, a gorgeous, gorgeous print. And I really, really love how you get that halo effect in and around the stencil with these Jacquard paints. I have to say, these Jacquard paints I will be using on the gel plate. And the last one I did, but look how brilliant that gold is. Now, to give the Pearl EX their due, I really should take the gold and do it a second time and just test it and compare the two. I'll have to tell you if I do that. I hope you found this comparison helpful and maybe even inspiring for your next gel plate or mixed media project. It's always exciting to see how products perform side by side, especially when you are trying to decide what's worth adding to your stash. If you've used Perfect Pearls or Pearl EX, I'd love to hear what you think. Drop a comment below and let's talk shimmer. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss future tutorials, product tests, and creative play sessions. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.